Good morning, good afternoon, good night, but if your bed is not made by the time you're out the door, there's some stuff that we have to address with your life. Let's take a look at how habits are created. Consider your schedule for grade school. You had consecutive classes that you showed up for. Initially, you had to look at your schedule to know where each class was located. Over time, as you repeatedly showed up to those classes, you no longer needed that slip of paper or that image on your phone that tells you where you have to go and at what time. We go about our day without even thinking about it because our brain sets us on autopilot. Why don't we apply that same logic to when we wake up or before we go to bed? If we do the same things at morning or at night, we would be able to turn on autopilot and not have to think about these things. We wouldn't have to think about getting our hygiene done or cleaning our room. We would just bang that out the way. It would just become habit, wouldn't it? You would know that if you tried to develop your own routine, bedtime routine, morning routine, stretching routine, you probably haven't been consistent with it. And we're not here to judge. I haven't been consistent with my morning routines. We're human. We can't be perfect at that stuff, but there's logical reasoning behind why it's so hard to create habit. When in some areas it's easy to it's there. You just don't have to think about it. Let's dive deep into this. There are 3 aspects you have to consider when it comes to routine. These are what determine how easy it will be for you to create habits. The 3 aspects of routine are environment, deadlines, and purpose. I'm going to keep using the example of your school schedule. It will just help explain this a lot better. Not enough people realize how integral the environment that you're in equates to how consistent you're going to get at a habit. When you are at home, there are many variables in that environment that end up distracting and sidetracking you from the things that you wanted to do. But these variables, they're not present at school. Your pets, your parents, siblings, food, furniture, private bathrooms. In a school, you don't have those things to distract you. The chairs are wood, the food is garbage. The chairs are wood, the food is garbage, public restrooms, Grade school even has staff on duty to make sure that you're at the right place at the right time. They're asking you where you're supposed to be. You don't have 36-year-old women in your home asking why you haven't brushed your teeth yet. Environment. Every other student that you see, all your peers, they're also all walking to a class the same time as you are. And they're all following that same schedule that you are. It would be incredibly out of line for you to stop dead in your tracks. Stand still in the middle of the hallway. Other people have to maneuver around you to get to their destination. These eyes are captivated by your incompetence to follow the schedule. Your heartbeat rises as social pressure creeps into your head. Thousands of thoughts bouncing in and out of your head. Why am I stopped here? I should just go to class. Why should I stop doing maybe until the bell rings? That's how you would feel if you didn't follow the routine of the school day. But then when you go home and procrastinate your assignments, you feel no pressure to get them done. At home, the eyes of others, they go away. Who is at home to scold you because you forgot to drink electrolytes before your coffee? No one. Environment, creating habits depends so much upon your environment and the social normality for you to be doing those habits. That's why it's so easy to create some habits while the stuff that no one sees. It's true. It's difficult to do stuff that no one cares about. The second most integral part of creating habits are the deadlines for each task. I need to get X done by, I need to do this thing until this time, my lunch ends at 12:48 p.m. School schedules tell you exactly how much time you will be spending in each class and exactly when they'll release. Of course, showing up to do the task is the first half of the battle. But what actually matters to creating habits is when that task is over. What you need to do is, oh shoot, it's 6:06. I have to make sure my bed is made by 6:10. Because if you do not have a deadline for these things, you might end up changing the order because doing another task right now is more convenient than for you on a specific day. But I forgot to water my plants last night. I need to do them now. Oh, come on, bro. But I forgot to water my plants last night. I need to do them now. Bro, come on. Your plants can wait. You create an end time for each task of the day to keep it consistent. It's not starting a task, then doing it. It's starting a task, then completing it. Incorporate an ideal time on your routine for when you want to get something done, and put all effort into ensuring that thing gets done at that time. Over time, you're going to build consistency, as the environment around you will affect the routine less and less. Flip an advertisement. What? Nobody lays a finger on my butterfinger unless it's a girl. If you know what I mean. Ladies, one at a time. Oh my. I'm never going to have a straight face when I watch a Butterfinger commercial after I just said that. Every time I see a Butterfinger commercial, I'm just going to think, only girls can put a finger on my Butterfinger. As Butterfingers are unhealthy for you, and over time, you're going to build consistency because the environment around you will affect you less and less if you're fully focused on when it has to get done by. Your grade school schedule has start and end times for each class, so that ensure for each habit in your morning routine, your nighttime routine, heck, even a stretching routine, ensure that each habit and task possesses a start time and an end time. Now, the final aspect behind all habits that we create is purpose. This one's interesting. So you want to start doing things in the morning that will keep you on track to get things done each and every day. Then let me ask you, why are you making your bed? Why do you rub ice on your face and jawline before going outside? Genuine question, I want to know. What is the thought behind getting fresh air immediately after you wake up? Yes, these are simple questions, but this leads me to my next point. You have your reason for doing things that you want to do. But can you put some dang intention behind it? I want to pass this class. Why? I want to get good grades. Why? I want to graduate and stay and like stand out to colleges. Why? I want to become a radiologist. Why? Fuck your silly questions. I intend to become a radiologist. Saying that you want something, saying that you want to become something, does not imply that you're going to put the work in to achieve it. But when you say, I intend to make 1,000 sales this month, you have a reason to develop habits that will bring you to that goal. Who's going to be more successful? The person that says, I want to pass the test, or the person that says, I intend on passing the test? Sure, the person that wants to pass the test, they might study more. But the person who intends to pass the test, they have the mindset needed to actually pass it. And they're not going to doubt themselves. Or they're not going to be scared when a question that they're unsure of comes up. They're going to stay calm. And they're going to answer the question to their best ability. Get clear about your purpose behind all actions in life. This is the right way to build habits. Speaking of, how about you make your bed already? My name is Brian D. and I live with a burning passion to liberate everyone, especially teenagers like me, from an unfulfilled life. Click subscribe to follow this journey and lock in with other socials to follow my life. Spread the message. Follow God, follow your values, and always stay true to yourself.